There you see Bodine in the 5. He gets trapped on a slow car. And as he gets trapped in the slow, Earnhardt just drives around in the dirt.
Goes through
now
the
let's
dirt.
take vantage point. You see the slow car, and Bodine is caught, and down to the inside goes Earnhardt in the number 3. That's a little shortcut there, and he goes out in front. To straighten things out, he went back around with that horsepower on the long straightaway. Here they are back at turn 9. This is still on tape a few moments ago. Earnhardt just leans up with a little nudge here because they are back together again, side by side. They actually touch and slammed each other up into turn number 1, but they're doing it all the way around the racetrack. Look at this, all over that racetrack, inside, outside. Where you're watching it live again, and that is Earnhardt up in front. Bodine is in second. Ricky Rudd is just watching it, saying, if these two guys want to beat themselves up, that's fine, I'll wait for a while. Back into the lead. Now let's what happens here. Bodine has the advantage. Here comes Earnhardt back another time. Pulls up, goes to the high side. Jeff moves up just a tad, but he wants to stay, though he doesn't want to get in that inside line if he can help it. Here they are, back across the stripe another time, and at the light, here's Earnhardt swinging up. This is right what Earnhardt did the last time, and they came side by side into one and leaned on each other.
We can always pass them in the dirt because it is shorter that way. I've never seen in my life somebody go through the dirt on purpose. Have you?
That's a good example of what Earnhardt will do to get in the lead in the race.
Well, I've seen Joe Ruttman do it. Look at this. They work each other over and collect it and keep on going and pick up a couple of spots.
Buddy, does Bodine watch his mirror, or does he have to keep his eyes to the front? Can he watch Earnhardt try to block him, or does he have to just watch where he's going?
No, he has to drive his own race now. He has to get Earnhardt back here till he sees him upside of him.
I think he could probably feel Earnhardt behind him because he's been touching him about every lap.
The green flag is back out, and there's just 3 laps to go. Earnhardt, Labonte, and Waltrip are literally bumper to bumper to bumper as they come out of turn 2. Down the backstretch, Labonte and Waltrip are looking for any opportunity. On turn 4, Labonte, frustrated, is punching his car into Earnhardt. Waltrip looks high, but nothing doing. Earnhardt continues to lead the way with 2 laps remaining. Waltrip again looks high on the turn, but there's no room. On the backstretch, Labonte fakes inside, but Earnhardt drops down to block him.
Dale was leading, Terry was second, I was third, and we come down on the last lap. And Terry tried to get by Dale on the outside, and Dale pinched Terry up in the wall. And they got a little sideways. When they did, I was coming off 2. I got down underneath Terry going into 3. Terry was mad at Dale.
Dominated the 90s, they're first and second. Right behind them, guys, has never won a race here. This thing's going to get wild.
Earnhardt had a try on Jeff Gordon. All they can do is watch the monitor and watch their car come by the front stretch.
It's down to 4 people. Michael Waltrip has dropped off the pace a little bit.
And it's down to 2 laps to decide the Daytona 500.
It's awful strong as they come off turn 2 over there, down the back straightaway. Kenny Irwin looks to the outside.
Right here's where he has to make the move. And he wasn't able to get that run up under Jeff Gordon like he wanted to.
But that's what we said Friday. He was this far behind in the International Race of Champions. He looks inside. He goes outside. He looks inside again.
Okay, right now he's got to pull right down on that back bumper and try to get him loose coming off turn 4. He does not have the muscle at this point.
But he may have some momentum. Here comes Earnhardt. He's all the way to the bottom, almost in the grass. He slides up the racetrack, and Jeff Gordon will win it for the 2nd time.
Here comes Earnhardt down the inside.
Under Marlin, 3 wide through the tri-oval, and he almost took the nose off Marlin's car coming back up.
I believe Schrader led that lap.
He did.
Good man, Schrader.
Look at Earnhardt.
Right down to the apron to take the lead.
With Jeff Gordon pushing him in the 24 car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the red car, the 8 car pushing with him.
About 30 3 laps ago. 5 laps to go.
Leading the Daytona 500 with 5 laps to go.
Look at Sterling below the apron going into turn 1. Ducks back in the line just in time to get there.
This is his 15th try.
He thought he was going to win that one, and he just got shuffled out right at the end.
Whoa!
Look at Earnhardt.
Sterling got into Earnhardt.
Dale is doing everything he can to keep Sterling behind him, because Dale knows that Sterling's got a fast car.
Rusty Wallace's spin.
Flash of gas. Or a flat tire or something.
Now let's see. They're down to 4 or 5 car lengths.
And a slow car right, and Earnhardt is right on his back bumper.
Let's see what strategy he pulls. Oh, Labonte is sideways, but wins the race. Crashes, and he wins anyway.
Elliott recovers and gives chase. And oh, what a chase. It's a take-no-prisoners battle. Elliott presses Earnhardt through every turn of the racetrack, but Dale holds ground. Coming out of turn 4, the two come together again, and Earnhardt is into the grass. In a remarkable display of driving prowess, Earnhardt not only keeps control, but he holds on to the lead. Relentlessly, Elliott tries to get by Earnhardt. He tries the outside in turn 4, but both cars drift high. Terry Labonte moves alongside of Earnhardt, but again, Earnhardt will not surrender.
Segment complete. We're underway again. The front row pulls away, but this time Kyle cannot dispose of Dale Earnhardt.
Earnhardt is there in the outside lane going into turn number 1. Here's Kyle right on the bottom of the track, and Earnhardt slips around the outside lane. Dale Earnhardt goes in front. Here's Davey Allison.
Allison down to the inside of Kyle Petty for second spot. No contest so far. Allison clearly into the second spot. He runs.
Here's Kyle trying to nose his Pontiac down underneath Chevrolet with Earnhardt.
Kyle pulls down to the bottom. Earnhardt runs him all the way to the bottom of the back straightaway.
Exactly what the problem is.
And here comes Earnhardt looking on the inside. He slams it down to the bottom, and Earnhardt pulls up another spot. He didn't put a fender on car number 44 as he went through that.
Bodine and Earnhardt swap sheet metal, bang fenders down there at 200 miles an hour last week, and you know Earnhardt wants by.
And here they come. Crowd's up and excited about this one. Packed house, cold day, sun is out once again. Petty's number 43 back on pit road. But right now, the story's right here. Back into the dirt on the inside.
Earnhardt gets it sideways coming off the second corner. Car 3, Dale Earnhardt, is completely sideways off turn. He wants by. 5 laps to go. This time by.
Waltrip moves in.
He's running out of time. Darrell Waltrip's running out of time.
If you've been with us all the way through this, remember 100 laps or so ago when Waltrip was a lap down, he threw a punch and knocked Earnhardt sideways, and then they turned around and did it the other way around. Benny, are they even 1 punch apiece, and now they'll settle it on the on a final lap?
They're even right now. I was thinking about that a moment ago, but they're even right. Darrell tried to get along. They're even right now, Dave. Nobody's got anything coming right now. Oh, they get sideways.
He hit him coming off, and he hit him going in. He used up all of his bumper that time, and I thought that perhaps Earnhardt came off a little early on the gas that time, which is a good way of trying to break the line of the fellow behind you. Here's Waltrip, keeps him straight, but he keeps on tapping. Now Waltrip on the inside. Side by side. Down to the inside.
Oh!
4 cars. There it goes.
There's Bodine into the fence. Joe Rutman spins around. Who's going to win the race? Where's Kyle Petty? Darrell Waltrip's alongside of him.
There's the hook. Bang.
Earnhardt came down, caught the right rear of Darrell's car. There's Darrell Waltrip's Chevrolet, and
Here it is, the Dale and Dale show once again here at Daytona. Earnhardt trying to make a move. Look at him switch back and forth. Jarrett blocks him one more time. Here comes Earnhardt to the inside, but he can't make the move.
Pit stop. It'll be Earnhardt leading the charge off pit road. 7 laps to go. Here comes Mayfield right up against the bumper of Earnhardt again. Whoa. And Labonte inside of Earnhardt. He taps him.
third corner. He gets way down on the apron of the track, coming to the white flag. There's a leader change, and Labonte takes the lead.
And meanwhile, Ricky Rudd trying to...
Oh, and Earnhardt spins him out.
But I tell you, this is the way they want to do it. There's a big crowd here, what, over 100,000 or something. This is the way they want to finish a race, is racing as hard as they can possibly go for it. Because when you get in victory lane, it means so much more as Earnhardt gets a little loose coming through there.
He sure did. The rear end got around on him that time, but he didn't lose.
Oh! Man, Mark's trying to turn that 6 car over, isn't he? Not on the back bumper. Folks, I don't know if you're getting excited, but I am.
I wouldn't want to steady dive of this, but I really look forward to it.
Here we go. He's got him on the inside of turn 6.
Never could have thought he'd made the pass there, but he did it. Now let's see if Martin do anything with him here.
Watch the 3 car.
That's Rich Bickle on his outside. They go down in the corner, and all 3 cars touch. Rusty Walsh and Bickle touch. He's on the inside. Now they're 4 wide for the lead. Well, for second it is now.
4 abreast. Talking about first-time winner. Skinner trying to hang on. Earnhardt Jr. Here comes Earnhardt.
How did he get through all these cars? I don't understand how he did that.
The Intimidator is scraped and beaten on the right side, but he will not be denied. Mr. Restrictor Plate knows there are 2 laps to go. Earnhardt climbs to the high side of Bobby Labonte. Wow. You see him motioning. He's motioning the 55 car of Kenny Wallace to give me a bump. Come on, Kenny, give me a shot.
And Earnhardt is going for the lead.
And listen to this crowd of 170,000 strong.
Richard Childress, both these cars running 1-2 as he comes for the white flag.